Hey Virgo, how are you tonight? You are last but not least in this wheel. So let's see what we get. My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your daily no, that's wrong. Start over. I'm here to do your weekend bonus reading. Sorry, I'm on autopilot. This one is going to be for July 4th through July 6th, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 4th of July weekend. We're going to do it different this week. So this time I'm just going to do a Celtic cross and see what you got coming towards you for the weekend or what you need to know. At the bottom, I'll still pull 2 cards each for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to give you some insight into your weekend. Okay? On top of the Celtic cross. All right, then. This one's for my Virgos, Virgos, Virgos. All right, Virgo. What is your current situation? We're looking at the Hermit, your card anyway. So you're standing in your power. It would say that right now you have opted to pull your energy back out of a situation. You're trying to reassess the situation. You're trying to sit back for a minute and watch, see what's really going on, see, how things are playing out, weighing your options, I suppose, trying to make sure that you are making the best decisions possible for whatever this is, okay? Could be a person, place, or thing. I don't know that part, but whatever it is, it's something that matters to you right now, and that is, and you're standing in your power as you try to reassess it. Okay, so that is your situation. Now, what is the obstacle to this situation? The Mentor. Okay, the Mentor in this deck is the Hierophant. So this can mean a bunch of different things, but usually it either means that there is a higher level of commitment here, that is what you are pulling your energy out of to reassess. So could be a marriage, could be a business, could be a friendship, whatever it is, it's something that you are very committed to or were at one time. Now you're reassessing whether or not you believe that commitment to be still valid or what you still want to be a part of. Okay? Or it can be some sort of religious indoctrination, basically. Like, so it can be beliefs that you have because this is what you were told since you were a child, and you are pulling your energy back out of those beliefs right now to reassess whether or not you believe that those are what you think are really true. So you have to flip and switch this to fit what your situation is, but at any rate, something that means or does mean still probably the world to you, you have opted to pull your energy from to try to reassess whether or not you still want to be a part of it or whether or not you still want to invest in it the same way. Okay? That's where we're at. What do you need to focus on? Justice. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Libra, but other than that, justice is saying that the scales are going to be balanced, okay? So, it's what you need to focus on is justice. It's not what you need to fear. So, maybe you need to focus on being fair in this situation. Meaning, if you've pulled your energy out of a higher level of commitment, let's just say a relationship, are you being fair about it? Are you telling the person that that's what you've done? Are you letting them know that you're trying to reassess this? Or are you leaving them in the dark so they're wondering what's going on? I mean, it's something about you needing to be fair because it's eventually going to play out the other way. Meaning the scales will be balanced on whatever it is that you do here or however you act towards this situation. Okay? All right, what do you need to leave behind? The Death card. I feel like in this position, the Death card is speaking of a transformation that is trying very hard to take place, and you are for some reason managing to not let it. You are impeding the progress of some sort of transformation. This could be a transformation for yourself. It could be a transformation for somebody else involved. It could be a transformation, but it's something that you are managing to hold back from taking place. You don't want this transformation for some reason. Possibly for some of you, you've pulled your energy out of, let's say, a relationship. You're not really being honest with the person about what's going on. And now there's a transformation taking place, meaning this person is finding their footing without you because you've left them basically abandoned to some extent or not feeling supported. And they are growing past you almost. And now you're trying to hold up their transformation. That would be incredibly unfair, which would cause justice then to play out unwell for you in the future, right? You can't have it all. You can't keep somebody down while you try to figure things out and not let them know. That's not fair. You're not being fair here. Okay, Virgo, that's what it looks like. Okay, what is your strength here? The Page of Pentacles. Your strength is your ability to build a new foundation. So you're trying to build a new foundation. It looks like separate from this situation anyways. And yet you're still holding on to this situation and not cutting it loose or being honest with it. Now we have a problem. That is probably a problem here. That is you trying to control everything and keep everything for your own, even though, yeah, that's not fair. That's not fair, Virgo. Okay, what else you got over here? Okay, in the near future, we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is you still being on the fence as far as trying to decide whether or not you want to invest in whatever this is or whether or not you want to invest elsewhere. Well, I mean, that's a decision you have to make. Nobody can make that for you. But if you're already building a separate foundation, then it feels like you are definitely making an escape plan at the very least. So it's really not fair to hold on to this person or place or whatever job. Whatever it is you're holding on to, it's not fair. Okay, so what's the advice? Six of Wands. The advice has to do with public recognition and victory, which makes me feel like one of the undercurrents to this entire situation is being very cautious or being very alarmed about what other people are going to think about it. I am talking to Virgos. So Virgos and Capricorns are the only two signs that have the focus that you two have, those two signs have, towards their public persona or the image that they have very carefully crafted. It's actually an authentic image, so it's different than other people who do things like this, but you have put a ton of work into it. So I do understand why this card's here then. It's just something that those two signs care much more about than other signs for the most part. So you're concerned with how this is going to make you appear to other people. Okay, what do we got? The atmosphere is the moon. The atmosphere is one of secrets, and that is not a good atmosphere to be in this situation. So you need to, I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely an air of secrecy attached to this entire thing. Nobody's being all that honest about what's going on here, and that is going to probably cause you problems in the future. I wouldn't recommend the dishonesty, okay? What is your greatest fear? Your greatest fear is that you are going to be dissatisfied or disappointed somehow in the outcome here. You're afraid if you stay, you're going to be dissatisfied. There's something more out there, you're going to miss it. Or you're afraid if you leave, you're going to be dissatisfied because this was what you were supposed to stay with and now you've let it go. So, yeah, that's why you're trying to hold on to it while you decide. Okay, the outcome in the end is the Five of Wands. That is all about you being incredibly conflicted. You overthinking, kind of, but being very conflicted about what you should do. I would tell you to sit down and get grounded and look at this realistically and try to figure it out, but I'm talking to a Virgo, so you've already spent hours and hours and hours trying to figure this out, I'm sure. If anything, you've managed to overthink this. That's how this goes with y'all. You're going to just have to toss a coin, I guess. I don't know. Just got to make your mind up and stand on it. It's really the way this is going to work out in the end. But you do need to come to some conclusion and stand on it. Right or wrong. You just got to make up your mind and stand on something, because this is going to start to affect everybody involved quite negatively otherwise, I feel like. If it hasn't already, and even if it has already, you don't want to make it any worse than it already is, right? That's what I see on that. Okay, then. There you go. No matter what the cards say, go make it the best possible weekend you can. There you go. Was that it? Oh, yeah. I'll be back on Sunday with weekly readings. I'm here every morning with the daily energy check-ins. Thank you guys for everything. And that's it. Just keep moving forward. It's going to be okay. All right. Thank you.